council members. Tom Diamond, 2119 Skyway Drive. Kathy and I were at a neighborhood meeting recently where a woman talked about how difficult it's become to raise money to plow the alleys because so many of the homes are foreclosed, turned to rental, or vacant now. For those of us who have spent decades working to revitalize neighborhoods, this is very disheartening. 200,000. When someone is considering whether to buy or stay in St. Paul, they often compare costs. Taxes and fees for a $200,000 homestead in St. Paul are approximately $700 more annually than in Woodbury. The cost difference does not end there. Woodbury charges $1,400 for an ambulance ride to a hospital. St. Paul charges $1,700. St. Paul charges homeowners $440 to address the city council on neighborhood concerns such as variances. Woodbury does not. St. Paul charges twice as much for drinking water as Woodbury does. Everyone should read the August board minutes. Council President Lantry and Mayor Coleman called on the Port Authority to reduce the tax levy $600,000. The Port Authority Administrative Committee voted down that recommendation to reduce the levy. The administration offered to give the port $175,000 and $25,000 annually from the city. The port chair stated that this is the third administration she has been involved with as a Port Authority Commissioner. She also stated that the Port Authority has the ability to levy and considers itself an independent organization focused on economic development. The staff had every reason to believe that their request for mandatory levy that the Port Authority has the power to do would go through and therefore did not have to communicate with the City Council. The discussion continued that the Port Authority should not make cuts and insisted on resolution language indicating intent to raise the taxes in 2013. Kathy offered language removing the intent to raise the taxes in 2013. It was voted down by the Port Authority, even though Kathy and Dan voted in support of it. The council currently has only 2 members on the Port Authority board. 5 of our elected officials do not have representation, and the people they represent do not have representation on that board. The Minnesota legislature has given the City Council that authorization, and with a simple majority vote of the City Council, you can provide representation to the people in your district on the board. I would recommend that the City Council should not retain the 170, or should not deed over or turn over $175,000 of the city's funds to the Port Authority, and I would encourage the representation by elected officials on the board and elimination of the $440 charge for the public to be able to testify before their own City Council. Thank you for the opportunity to speak.
Thank you very much.